Hello everybody, this is Tony from Historic American Homes. The other day I acquired this absolutely gorgeous book by Alistair Rowan about the work of Robert and James Adam. It contains several dozen designs which I believe had not been published before, and only a few of which had been built. So it's an invaluable resource for anybody that's interested in their work. They were the premier tastemakers of the late 1700s based in the UK. They were Scottish. They worked both in Scotland and in England. And their work was very familiar to people like Thomas Jefferson. So you can find some interesting parallels to their work and what Jefferson built in the United States. I'll point that out in a future video. Anyhow, I thought it would be fun to take a few of the designs and build SketchUp models of them, make some nice three-dimensional recreations. So I'm starting with one of the smaller, more modest country houses that's in this book. This one here, designed for a villa by James Thomson, I believe it was not built. So this would be an opportunity to explore it a little bit. And this is what I've got to work with. At the bottom of the page we see the main level floor plan. The book doesn't provide plans for the basement or the upper floor, so I'm using a simplified version of the main level for those floors. And then we also have the front elevation in the middle of the page and the garden elevation at the back. And if you're observing closely, you'll see that the ground actually slopes down towards the back, which allows the main level to be raised up and looking out over the garden, while when approaching it from the front, there are only a few steps up to the front door. The ramps on either side are called a perron, and they were designed to allow a horse to bring a carriage up to the front door. Here I've shown the main floor plan, blocked out in 2 dimensions, and I've made a copy of it below for the basement. The next step, I've extruded the plan upward, and then I've added the basement and the upper levels, and finally the cornice around the base of the roof line there. We'll take a look at this from the garden side. Here we're standing at ground level on the garden side, and we see that two-dimensional plan floating up there in space. I've extruded it upward. That's the main level, and you can see it's a full floor above the garden. And I've got the basement and upper level and the beginnings of the portico that looks out over the garden, and completed the cornice around the roof line. So in the next video I'm going to be filling in all of the rest of the exterior details. I'll make some longer versions of the video for people who are actually interested in the details of how to do this in SketchUp. Meanwhile, I hope you enjoyed this little show. If you did enjoy seeing this and you want to see the further developments of this design, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you click the little bell icon, you'll get notifications when I put out future videos. Okay, that wraps it up. Wish you all a very wonderful day. This is Tony from Historic American Homes.